Hi, John. How are you?
Great. Thank you.
I have to congratulate you because this is like your first big, big cheese moment in this film. You've been in horror for a long time. You're very versed in James Wan films.
Sure.
I know you've done like the Insidious films and things and Dead Silence.
Mm-hmm.
And your horror credits go all the way back to Poltergeist. So for horror fans, we're like, bow down, bow down.
That was a great experience, Poltergeist.
Right. And so I have to ask you, what was the difference this time from being, the director, photographer, cinematographer to actually being the man in charge?
Well, I think it allowed me to go with my instincts in storytelling, with the inspiration of James as my comrade, and the inspiration of Polanski and Rosemary's Baby, which this is an homage to, and the inspiration of Hitchcock, who is kind of one of my sort of mentors, if you will.
Well, you're in good company with those people.
Oh
for
my
sure.
God, I had to learn something from that, or I really would have screwed up.
Take something away. So I have to ask you, I didn't get an opportunity to ask the actors, but I just dying to know, because as true horror fans, we're always, we believe in this stuff, demonic entities, and them taking over artifacts, and having known the true story about Annabelle. Were there any weird things that happened on set that were like unexplainable, either on or off camera, kind of like it was in The Exorcist or even the Amityville Horror? The actors talked about strange things happening. Was there anything like that?
There were. I mean, real quick, when a light fixture fell on top of one of the actors after the demon Joe Bashar walked through. But more so than that, the creepiest thing with me was we were scouting the location, and they said it was haunted. It was the apartment building where the second and third act play, and it was Ronald Reagan, and Ronald Reagan's like when he was an actor's apartment or whatever, and this and that. But we went to look at the night light, the balance of the light through the windows, and it was a full moon, and the demon that we created has 3 fingers, 3 talons, and there was 3 finger marks through the dust on this transom window up above one of the windows in the living room, and the full moon was literally behind it, and it's still there today. If you go back to that apartment, because they just use it for filming, it's still there, and it was like, that's kind of weird.
Now the 3. That's very common with the demonic entities.
Yes, it is.
It's the Spirit, the Holy Ghost. And,
you got it. I know.
So you're well versed in that. Okay, so last question. You've been amazing with me so far. What would you say was the most challenging part about being the director and not having, just instead of being like the co-captain, but being the actual pilot in the seat? What would you say was the most challenging part?
The most challenging part was, I think, living up to every moment, knowing that I have to live up to the bar that The Conjuring set and that James set, because let's face it, that's a really, really good and frightening movie.
James changed the face of horror films with Saw. I mean, he really did. He changed,
He's the master of our time.
And Lee. Let's not leave Lee
out,
absolutely.
By the way, Lee as well. And by the way, Lee just directed Insidious 3, and I hear he did an amazing job, and I knew he would. You're right. Lee and James, they've flipped the switch, and for me to, hold the bar high enough to do them their respect that's due, that was probably, it's nothing specifically, and actually it was really fun. I mean, it turned out great, the experience. So. I'm just more than anything thankful for them believing in me.
Fantastic. Well, you did an amazing job, and I'm so grateful that I'm able to sit down and talk to you.
Thank you
so much. Our Dread Central fans will be super stoked.
Cool.
All right.
They're the right fans to be stoked.
Yeah, we're the hardcore horror
you
fans,
got that right, girl.
Sure.
Thank
so
you.
Good to meet you. Thank you so much. You're amazing.
Right on. Thank you.